Howdy, all you delicious people. I'm here today to play more of The Simpsons Tapped Out. I don't know, just like, it seems like this series is going well, which I thank everybody for having this series go well. So I'm just going to keep on continuing it because, I don't know, like, I could go on and, like, keep chiming away at other series, but I don't know, this series has been doing well. So thank you for that. I enjoy The Simpsons, and pretty much as well, like, it's great to just keep going through these episodes and kind of keep reflecting on them and remembering, oh yeah, like, this happened in The Simpsons. Like, I remember this, and, like, I know that at some point there's going to be just some, like, stopping gap where I'm going to be unfamiliar with the references that the game delivers, because at some point, like, I didn't watch every single episode. I think my favorite episodes were probably the Halloween ones. I think were probably the best ones. I think anything like beyond that was just kind of like icing on top of the cake, so to speak, because reasonably there was a lot of times where they were just really just I think running out of like stories to tell with that show, even though it's kind of like, so they would have like entire episodes where you would just like have the episode completely entirely like carried by one character. Like, you would think with how much they like incorporated characters into into the show, that eventually they would just have had like a episode that tied one person, and like that's it, like, all the time. Congratulations, you completed Adventures in Flanders Sitting. I bumped on the volume here a little bit. I'm not quite sure exactly where the volume should go with this episode. So, congratulations, you've completed Let Your Hillbillies Be Hillbillies. Collect your reward. Alright. Now that's a spicy accomplishment. Level up. Yeah, I remember this guy. Like, I think like he was a stereotypical like Italian or whatever, but that's why I sounded. That's why I tried to do it that way. Not now. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Believe me, it'll happen. I choose you. Add friends. I think every single episode that I do of this, there's somebody in the comments below, which is perfectly fine, saying like, hey, add me, so this whatever, like, add me, and so on and so forth. Like, normally I don't do that kind of stuff, but I'm leaving it up there just in case anybody else plays this game and they're gonna add people. And I think eventually I will add friends. It's just like, I'm not gonna do it like right away. So I hope nobody is like grievanced about that. Like, reasonably, yeah, like, I'm all bored of adding people eventually, and if they ask, like, yeah, I probably should. Like, I just don't even know how. So eventually I'll figure that out later. Sideshow Bob has been spotted in the area. So eventually I will get to that. Like, I'm not trying to like single anybody out and say, yeah, like, I'm never going to add you because blah, blah, blah. No, it's just the fact that, like, I never really play games that way. Even if it, like, means that, like, I won't get certain rewards right away or whatever. I just, like, to me, like, even for, like, me doing an alliance or whatever in games, like, I tend to avoid it a lot unless it's absolutely, like I cannot do portions of the game without it, which I guess that might get to that point in this game, but like, I don't really see it as a huge hindrance right now. Like, when I would play Marvel Strike Force, it was like a huge hindrance because like I wouldn't be able to get raid credits, which means like I couldn't be able to get a certain character higher up. Like, I don't quite understand exactly if I don't do the friend thing, like, what that actually means for this game. And so if anybody, like, I'm sure a lot of people will tell me, like, oh yeah, well, it does this and does that, and I'm like, oh, okay, then I guess I need to do it. But yeah, but Anybody in the comment below, just add and whatever. Really, at the end of the day, it's still all a comment, which means that the video will be much more successful somewhere down the road. So that's great. If you guys are playing this game and you came on here, thank you, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And then there's always those people that'll go on to any game that I do, and that's perfectly okay. And they'll go on here and they'll like tell me everything, and that's perfectly fine. Not saying that you're I'll watch it, or I'll watch it. I'll read it, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting, because I'm honestly an ignoramus, and what do I know? Not trying to like say that this person is gonna think that I'm an ignoramus. It's just, I don't know. Anyways, congratulations, you completed Workaholics Anonymous. Collect your rewards. Like for me, I just go onto a game and just enjoy the game. Like I just don't I don't like. There's some games like Goosebumps Horror Town right now where I'm like strategizing and figuring out the technical sound ways of how I can accomplish and do everything. Like Marvel Strike Force, I'm kind of the same way about that. But yeah, there's some games where I just kind of do for fun, and there's some games where I just don't like. I don't try to do them for strategy or whatever, but who knows? Maybe eventually I'll get into the strategy of this game, because I'm sure a lot of people will just say, well, like that's the only reason why we come to these games is strategy of it all. Because there's a lot of times where there's a lot of people that only go to certain playthroughs because of strategy of sorts. I guess I didn't win that one. I guess I didn't win that scratch off. Homer. Pooh, let me get a dozen donuts with a dozen more donuts to dunk them into. I'm sorry, but we are fresh out. The supply has gone crumbly. There's a hole in the chain. Don't glaze over these facts. Those jokes killed at the quickie open mic night. Okay, sure. If you have a quickie open mic night, whatever quickie picky thing you're going on there. This is no time for humor. It's time for panic. Make Homer break down in the Quickie Mart. Yeah, just break him down. Break him down. I thought this was a game. Anyways, let's bump up the volume a little bit so I guess we can hear what everybody's randomly saying at any random point in time. You must have something in the back, Apu. Just roll a hot dog into a donut shape while I'm not looking. That's against the clerk's code of conduct. Plus, I'm out of hot dogs. He's out of everything. But I have heard rumors of a donut shop opening up in town. Well, that's as long as I can be able to get the scratchola. It might be a treat, or it might be a threat to my business. I'll need the support of loyal customers like... And he's gone. Yeah. Congratulations, you completed Fresh Off the Donut Truck Part 1. Collect the rewards and maybe take a nap. Maybe I don't wanna. Maybe I don't want to take a nap. Maybe I just want to keep on succeeding all through the night. Lisa, what do you got going on? Plant a tree, plant a shrub. Yeah, miss environment. Plant a tree. It only costs $15. Or 15 donuts, which is a blatant waste of... But it's to get a thing done. Plant a shrub. Not saying that I don't want to, like, save the environment. I played the Captain Planet mobile game. I don't know if that still exists, but I could probably check out if it still exists, and I'd probably just go ahead and play it. Like, during that time of like there was a lot of games or whatever that I deleted because like, yeah, I'm kind of scared. I was kind of scared because there was a time when um, there was this whole like made for kids thing, and so like every E for everybody game, it was just like, yeah, you shouldn't play this, and you can't play that, and blah blah blah. And like Captain Planet, I think at the time was one of those where it was on the chopping block to just be like, well, this was based off of a cartoon that was for whatever, and so reasonably, I was like, yeah, is this going to be like a like is this going to be a problem? And like immediately, like now I'm just to the point where I'm just like, well, I need content, and so that's what we're doing now. It's like Bashal, whatever, if something is successful or not. Like I just need like to do a game. I just need to keep doing content, and so like that kind of negates whatever was in my thought process of whatever. It's strange we still haven't seen any art of Bart or sign of Bart. I mean, yeah, me too. He's probably with that blue-haired kid, Milton Mildew Millhouse. Millhouse, good thinking. We should build his house immediately. So does that mean as soon as we get Millhouse's house, we'll get Bart? Right, Millhouse. Why why is it I hear that name and I immediately detect the mingled odor of desperation and inhaler mist in the air? Oh yeah, that's right, because Milhouse was an asthmatic. I remember the one episode where I think Bart ended up clocking Milhouse with the magic 8 ball, and like I remember that episode when they had the like that fight between the two of them. I don't know what the fight was about, but I just remember like Bart was like had to like freaking clocked Milhouse with the magic 8 ball, and I think they're like, oh well, hey, like look how great that was because now we could see what was inside of it. I think was the thing they were going with. How much money do I have? Oh wow. I'm starting to run out of real estate here, game. Starting to run out the the little. Plus, I think I should probably I should start. I should build these places the right way. For like, because some of these like places, I just want to start switching them around a little bit. No, no, cancel. Uh, put her there. No. No. I just want the bench. I just want to move the bench. Give me a break game. Okay, so shove that over there. So I can just move this an inch to the forefront. Come on, really? There we go. All right, that'll alleviate barely some space. And then plus I can move. Oh my god. I was like, can I just move some things here? Could I just move the dumpster? Okay. Oh my god. You just have to be a difficult. Bleep, 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 bleep. That's all, folks. I'll just move this over here. That'll work. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay. God, there's benches just everywhere. Why did I put these benches all in reasonable places? Looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love because I just need some. All right. Now I can move this house up. Could we move the house up? Thanks. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. What? Oh yeah, that's Could I expand the land here? Could I expand that land, save the empire? Because I think I need to expand a little bit here. Is there a cheapo? Yeah, there's a cheapo. There we go. How much money do I have though? Because I need to expand, but I also need to save some money. Okay, that should be plenty enough, right? Especially when you're looking for love in all the wrong places. Place road. Yeah. Luckily these roads are free. Luckily the roads are free. Okay. Oh, garbage is in the way. Isn't that great? Just the garbage of life. The garbage of life. I just want to do a thing, game. Can you just let me do a thing? Game? Can't you just let... So I'm gonna have a problem with this game. Because I want to do a thing, and it's not going to allow me to do a thing. And plus, biohazard stuff is all... Could I have it, like... Here's my thought process. Why didn't they have the thing that could help me get rid of this, like, biohazard stuff be, like, right in the game right away? Like, so it's just kind of like, it's lingering around. It's like that song, Linger. It's, like, lingering in my town all over the gosh darn place. Shouldn't that have been, like, the very first activity? Like, hey, get rid of all this crap that's now all in your town. Is this even, like, is that house even being built? Good God, game. I have to be concerned about, like, if things are being built. Okay. So now that we've gotten this all kind of transitioned and adjusted, and I just want to get rid of this. I think it's about time that we're looking for love in all the wrong places. So dirt ground. I don't know why it's giving me dirt ground, because everything is basically free. Like, a good solid road is free, but instead I'm just gonna get some horrible looking ground because I need it. Could you shimmy over here? Thanks. Appreciate it. Alright, now I just have the dumpster off to the side. Okay. So now I have nice looking homes. It was cold last night. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me that stuff, that stuff. That good stuff. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me the stuff. Alright, that sweet funky stuff. Alright, so we are having a town here, like, for once. I wish, like, I could build out a little bit wider, but we're just gonna have a cramped Springfield for right now, until eventually I'll figure out a strategy of this game to just strategize and just perfectly build the perfect Springfield, which will never happen. They just give donuts away for free? I don't like it. There's no such thing as a free lunch. One donut isn't a lunch, sweetie. At best, it's an amuse batch. And Free donuts, Brandy. No roadkill for dinner tonight. We're having donuts plus roadkill. So we're gonna have roadkill anyways. Oh God, how did Millhouse sound? He sounded like this. I heard they offer vegan, gluten-free, non-vaccinated donuts finally. I think that's how he sound. I could be wrong about that. Homer, of course, says nothing. He's really confused. When do we place big box? Yeah, you place that big box. I don't know what that big box is, but it's free, so that's great. Sure, we'll put that right there. How is it that that house got built like right? Oh, so now it's gonna tell us that it's gonna take 52 minutes for that house, that roadhouse to be built. Vote Quimby. Okay. You better vote Quimby. You better vote him, or he's gonna leave you stranded. A big box. What does a big box do? I don't remember that at all in the show. If anybody knows what the big box is, and there's some like they did a whole thing about it, or recently that was like or maybe they're just adding that in for the game and it has nothing to do with whatever. Uh, I think I want to put a rush on Millhouse's house because I think I need to. Get more donuts. Donuts. Okay, so get more. Just give them. Just give them. Just give them to me. Just give them to me for free. Just let me know that I'm a valued customer of donuts. Just let me know how great I am at the donuts. Make Homer oversleep. Yeah, I'm just gonna make you power nap for 4 hours. 4 hours of power napping. Holy monkeys. And why do you keep blinking? Why do you keep telling me? Why do you keep telling me things? Whispering me sweet nothings. I don't know what you want, game, but it's not good quality. Add friends. I'll do it later. Believe me, it'll happen. Millhouse, Apu. Cookie Mart 24-hour shift. I feel like I'm gonna have people go on off to their own little tasks, and then I'm like, oh man, well I should have had them do something. Kind of concerned. Plus, I guess there's gonna be some things that I'm gonna, I guess, have thumbnails on now, because I guess whenever I do something for the town, I guess like when I add a new building, I guess that will be the featured thumbnail for every episode, because I just kind of used whatever thumbnail before, because I honestly was just like, yeah, I don't really like, I don't know what I was gonna use, and I just like I figured that I would just like come up with something eventually, and then I just like figured like, well, F it, if I'm gonna add in certain kind of buildings, then I'll just use that as a thumbnail. And surefire enough, that's what I ended up doing, because I couldn't figure anything else out. I guess I could go and redo like the first like thumbnails, but yeah, like if the video's going well anyways, like might as well just not even just adjust whatever things. But I guess some people might think that the like part 2, I think some people might think that that might be like a episode of The Simpsons or whatever, and because that's the easy confusion that everyone goes into every single YouTube video. They, you know, like they don't like. I don't think they read the descriptions, or like they don't even look at the thumbnail, and then they just go into a video like based on some visual, and like I think that's what happened with like Stanley's Lucky Man. They like saw like they didn't read the description or they didn't read the video, and then they just like, oh well, this isn't the show, because that's what ended up happening. And I like I felt so bad about those people, but then honestly, when looking at it, I'm like, dude, I slapped my own face on the thumbnail. Like I slapped my face on every single thumbnail, and so wouldn't they think that it's not the show, but uh like I'm selfishly just trying to put some kind of different image out there, or I need to put my face on everything, which I have to forcibly do. Uh but I guess we'll go and we'll go to another town, I guess. Hopefully this doesn't crap my recording. Because that's what happened. That's what happened with the last recording. When I went to another town, it like completely like killed the recording, and I was like, "Wow, really? Thanks. You've helped other Springfields all you can today. What a neighborino." Yeah. So now we're gonna have to go back. Please don't kill the recording. Please don't kill it. I'm only 5 minutes away from calling this a day with this recording. And then I could put a video up. All right. It's killed the recording twice now. So, okay. So that means never do that while I'm recording. That's ultimately what that means. Because, yeah, I don't want it to kill the recording. So, yeah, that's... Like, dude, I was 5 minutes away from completing this video, too. I was like, yeah, like, don't kill the recording. Whatever you do, don't kill the recording, because I just don't want to have to... Because then that just means I have to, like, fuse footage together, and that's really hard to do right now. Because really, it's just like, I want to just get the video out as soon as possible, because when I have to fuse two clips, whatever, together, like it takes like an hour seemingly to fuse that thing to edit. Yeah, it's just a process. And plus, the video doesn't usually come out as best as humanly possible either, so I just try to avoid it as much as possible, but it's unavoidable when stuff like this happens. Okay, what does this... What... Yeah. I wanted to see what the big box does, but I guess it does nothing. It does nothing, I take it? No, 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 no. I'm not. No, no, no. We're not playing this again. No, 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 no. I'm going back. Do not kill the recording. Do not kill it. I swear to gosh. You kill the recording. I am just going to be furious at this point. It's way to go. It's way to go. Oh, thank God. Whew. Alrighty then. Okay, let's... Come on! Where is the villainous man? Where is he? Where is the villainous man so I can arrest him? I said arrest him. Okay. New. Go to the vaults. We don't have a donut to buy anything with. Alright, do. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. So... Small hedge. I don't know if these are actual things I actually need to do. Yearbook mystery book. Obtain 700 items. Three-eyed whale. Win exclusive prizes only for 30 donuts. Man, this is gonna add up quick to where it's gonna be like, yeah, hey, you know those things that you should probably use, like, it's gonna come up hilariously quick. Where required $10. All I need is $10. I'm not gonna use a donut for that, even if I had one. Because look at this. 10 buccarinos right here. Look at me now. Okay. Oh, look at me. Oh, yeah. I just had a hedge there. I don't know what good it did. Ah, now it wants me to put a tree up. Oh, now I have to get money for that. Am I seriously gonna just like lose out on money now just because like I'm gonna have no resources left? It's because I'm spending it on stuff that I don't even know is important or not. Like, yeah, that wasn't important at all. None of this stuff was important. Here's the thing, the lake is now like radioactive. I saw that game. I saw what you did, game. The radioactiveness. I saw that. Could I collect all these all at the same time? Oh my god, that's sweet. That's great. So now I can just compile all this garbage. Just compile all of it. Let's... Oh, that is awesome. So if I want to just take all of this crap, just shove it over here somewhere, I can do so. Ah, what a wonderful life that we lead. What is even this? What is even that? More radioactive stuff that I don't care about. I don't care about. Yeah, I didn't want to take that part of that thing there, but I guess we're just gonna have to take it anyways. Just shove it back over here. Just shove it back over. Yeah, yeah, there we go. Cool. So that's a thing that I can do in my life. So I can shift all this stuff around if that's what I really want to do, which is cool. I guess it could make for quicker picker upper, if you know what I mean. So like if I have the same like items that I just wanted to, so that's actually kind of cool. So if I wanted to keep a certain thing, like buy a house, then I can scan the entire thing and just say, oh well, yeah, I need this parking lot and I need this store, so it needs to all go together. That's kind of interesting. I did not want to do that. I wanted to take the tree. Can I take the tree? Thank you. Yeah, I took I took the I just wanted the tree. Oh my god. Are you I just wanted to... There we go. Woohoo! Thank God. I was like, dude, I just want to take the tree and move the tree. Anyways, you know what is kind of hilarious though? I have a drive-through that no one can go into. That's kind of hilarious because there's no street, there's no thing for it. I just realized that now. So yeah, let's make a thing for it. Okay, so that's done. But I also need to, one, move this tree. Born tree as the wind blows. I need to shove this tree over here. Just shove it. Just take this tree and shove it. Okay, so... Cool, now people could use the drive-in. They don't have cars, so there is no point, but still... Yeah, there's no point. Nobody has a car, so there's no point of a drive-through. But still, it's a nice, convenient little ditty there that I did. That I did. Okay, so how long have I been recording for? 8 minutes. Okay, so I feel like we're accomplishing nothing in this game. Like it's just little tiny adjustments that we're doing in this game, but I don't know. I find this game really fun. Hopefully, we can keep adding more things in here and keep people intrigued with the series because looking at it, it's going to be a slow boat to hoe with this series. Just because one, I either don't know what I'm doing still, or it's just like, well, like, what is the point of doing this and that and whatever have you. So I'm trying to figure things out as we go, and hopefully we'll. Uh, why is there toxic waste being in the water? Is there a way to stop that? Is there a way to, or is that just a part of it where it's like either way you're going to have the toxic waste go in the water, so it's an unstoppable thing. Because could I pick that up? I guess there is no. Yeah, I guess it's just you're gonna have some biohazardous water. I guess. But I guess with that said, I think we're gonna call this one an episode. Um, but I'm gonna get out of here. Goodbye, everybody. Bye, everybody.